What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Reviewing It Online. My name is Bryant. I'll be reviewing a couple of tripods today. One that you really want to stay away from. It's flimsy. It actually fell with my camera on it with a slight bump. And one that's actually extremely cheap for the quality that you're given. So let's get started. So the first one I'm going to be reviewing is the one that you really want to stay away from. Don't get me wrong, it's really lightweight. Pretty small when it folds all the way up, but again, extremely flimsy. As you can see, the legs just shake all over the place. But let's dig into this one. You got your standard little angled shot, so where you got your tripod open, you can angle your shot down or up, as well as turn it, as long as you loosen this, turn it left and right with your angle. You can also keep it there, obviously. If you tighten this little wing nut here, and then again you can tighten this wing nut and keep it at the left and right angle that you want. This stated that it was supposed to stand at 55 inches. Let me just tell you, it's not even close to 55 inches. It is more along the lines of maybe 40 inches, even with the other feature that I was gonna get into. If you loosen this wing nut here on the side, it actually extends a little bit further. 55 inches is, I want to say, right about here on me. No, maybe about here on me, I think. And this does not even come to it. Let me just show you. I'm opening the legs all the way up. The legs are I mean, you can see it bend just by me tapping it. They just bend. So quality in this tripod is terrible. But let me just show you. So I'd say 55 inches right about here, and it's down. So it's right about at close to my belly button, maybe a little bit above my belly button, which is extremely disappointing when I wanted a 55-inch tripod. So a couple other features, really none. You can kind of keep it where you want, obviously, but let me show you one thing real quick. I'm gonna angle the camera down. One, it doesn't have a quick release plate on this. You literally have to angle this up, take your camera. So I take my Nikon camera here and hopefully screw it in without cross-threading the camera. I was taking an angled shot just like this, facing straight down, when my son decided to bump this a little bit, and it just falls. So the slightest little bump and it falls. It doesn't take much for it to fall. So this fell with my Nikon camera on it, which aggravated me extremely, because these cameras are not cheap, even though the lenses are even more expensive, which this lens is about $260, but I had a different lens on my camera at the time that cost me more, like $385 just for the lens. So that being said, I am extremely unhappy with this tripod. Let's dig into the other tripod real quick. Alright, here's my other tripod. Forgive me for pronouncing this wrong, but Zomi, I believe. If I'm wrong, please leave it in the comments below, right down there. Let me know how I'm supposed to be pronouncing this, because I feel like it's supposed to be Zomi, but could be Zumi, could be Zome. I don't know. Anyways, I had two of these. Actually, I got my camcorder on the other one that I have right now. But let's open this up. This is the Q111 series, and believe it or not, it cost me $37.99 on Amazon, which I'll actually leave right down there in the link below. So if you feel like you need to purchase one of these, I suggest it 100%. I would definitely click on that link below so you can be taken to that site where I got it for $37.99. But let's just take a look. You can actually, the best part about this thing is once you're open, not the best part, I apologize, I'm jumping ahead of myself. It's not the best part, but one great feature, this little knob right here, once you're open, or if you want it to be open this much, you can actually tighten this knob up, and that'll keep this from opening or closing any more than it is. So let's loosen that back up, bring it all the way down. So that's one decent feature. This is supposed to be 55 inches. Let me just show you. It's got 3 little adjustable legs with 3 different sizes on where you can adjust. Well, I should say you can adjust to any size you want, but 3 little clips that you open up to actually bring the legs down all the way full extended. So just get this open and I'll show you. So right now, without this being fully extended with the little lever here, kind of like the other one that you had the little wing nut to loosen up, and then you can actually, I gotta loosen this a little bit, but you can actually just spin this around and it comes right up, and then tighten it down. So let's go ahead and drop it to the floor and show you. This is more like 55 inches. I like this. I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and my camera sits on here. I literally, all I have to do is put my head down a tiny bit, take my picture or take my video, and I don't have to be bending up and down, moving all around. But this is actually 55 inches. I like it because that's what the description said on Amazon. The other one, not so much. So let me pull my camera off of this other one real quick. Alright, so back to my Nikon. One of the great features on this tripod, let me show you, put my camera down, is the quick release feature. So instead of having to go like this and screw my camera on or whatever, all I do is take this little knob right here in the back, I should say the side, pull it open, and the little mounting plate comes right off. So with the mounting plate coming right off, all you have to do is take your camera, put this on there, and it's got a little, I don't even know what to call it. It's not a wing nut, but it's little piece that you can grab onto to actually twist the screw into place with your camera. So you tighten that on there, and now you got your mounting plate right on your camera. And then this is all you really have to do. You pull this lever back again and just drop your camera right in, push that lever closed. Oop, I need to tighten this a little bit. Push that lever closed and you're in business. So with the amount of weight this camera has, it's actually doing a pretty decent job of holding it. Let me loosen this back up so I get it straight. There we go. Does a pretty good job. As you guys can see, this camera is actually falling. So the way you actually stop it from falling, I'm going to actually keep it at an angle for now, is actually right here. You just spin this and tighten this up, and that tightens the little thing. Now it stays in place. You can't move it at all. It's nice and stable. So loosen it up. You can bend it wherever you want it. You tighten it up, and it stays. It's a beautiful feature. So with the amount of weight that this has, this camera has, this tripod does a very good job at dealing with the weight. So if I want to do an angle shot, so I can turn it left, turn it right, everything like that, face it up, face it down. So if I want to take an angle shot like this, I'm gonna kind of mirror what happened with the other tripod real quick. Let me angle it down so you guys can see. So if I bump this, it doesn't go anywhere. It does not go anywhere. I mean, if I hit it hard enough, obviously it's gonna fall. But my son bumped this a tenth of the strength that I'm doing right now, and that other tripod just crashed, and I thought my camera was done. But this right here, great feature. It's got the weight, it's got the center of gravity. Let's adjust down a little bit further, and I'll show you another feature down here, actually, which is, in my opinion, also a pretty decent feature here. If you see this little hook right here, what that is for is if you have another weight, kind of like this one, you can literally hook a weight on the bottom of this little thing here to keep the center of gravity even lower, and that way, hitting it even more, it moves even less. So that's a great feature if you got a heavier camera or a camcorder type of thing and you're shooting videos with that and you don't want it to fall. That's a great feature down here. You can actually counterweight, get the center of gravity even lower. Let's bring it back up. Bring it back out. So loosen this. Bring it back up. And like I was kind of demonstrating prior, as you can actually see, my camera, my sight is here. All I literally have to do is bring my head tilted, and I can see right through this little sight. It's a great tripod, I should say, camera tripod that holds its own. Like I said, it's $37.99 on Amazon, and I couldn't be more happy with it. What else do we have here? Let me unmount this. Oh, unmounted. Unmount this and kind of go through some other things here. It's got your angle as well, kind of like the other one. It does have a little forget what I called this. Got a little screw on the side that you can adjust it this way as well. So if you want a side shot, and let me put this camera back on. If you want a side angle, a portrait type of view as opposed to landscape, if you want a portrait view, all you do is turn this to the side, tighten it up. Now you got a portrait view. Bring it back down. It's got a little level down here. Let me show you on this camera here. It's got a little level down here. I don't know if you can see it right here. It's got a little leveling point with a little circle in it. You put the bubble in the circle, and it shows you that it's level. So again, great tripod for the money. I have no complaints with it. I don't think I can have complaints with it because of how great it is. But also, I'm going to leave in the description below my GoPro Hero 7 Black that you can actually win as long as you're a subscriber. My first 1,000 subscribers are entered to win this GoPro Hero 7 Black. This one actually right here. I'm going to put a review that I did on this in the description below. So click on that, watch that video. I know it's not short, but it's actually pretty good in my aspect. It's a review that kind of explains, if you're a first-time user of the GoPro and you feel like you have no idea what a GoPro is, it kind of explains it that way. So comment, like, subscribe to win GoPro, and also the tripod as well. Let me know in the comments below if you like this video, if you like this tripod. It's got some great features for the price. I've seen tripods out there for anywhere from $100 to $400, and this one is only $37.99. So let me know in the comments below. If you have any friends that watch YouTube, get them to comment your username below, and I will be giving this tripod away, because I do have two of them. Obviously, I had two of them because I figured it's cheap for the price. It's not going to last that long, but it lasted a lot longer than I thought, and it's actually still holding strong. So have somebody subscribe to me, comment your username below, and you'll be entered to win this tripod. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's free, right? So thanks again for coming to reviewing it online, and we'll see you next time.